It's a me, a Kiehl. Hello. This is gonna be a skincare video. It's gonna be lengthy and jabbery. So let's get started. Alright, so let me preface this video with, first of all, I have this weird like combination oily skin that I've developed. I'm kind of a grease ball, but I take certain medicines and I do certain things to where my skin is dry, but it gets oily throughout the day. And that makes no sense to you as the viewer, but that's okay. So I figured what I would do is go in with like basic everyday stuff, and then I will get into the more exotic things. So first of all, I would like to start out by saying that this product has changed my entire life. It is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Cleansing Oil, and this stuff is the best makeup remover I have ever used. And coming from the oily skin realm, you don't, anything with the word oil in it scares you. You're automatically like turned away from it, like no oils, nothing like that. You want things that dry you out and all that, but let me tell you, 2-3 pumps of this and it just melts all of your makeup away. And if you're like me, if you wear a fair amount of makeup, it takes everything off, like everything. I wanted to mention a couple of other really good daily face washes. I only use that cleansing oil if I'm taking off my makeup. I have this Kiehl's Calendula, I hope that's how you pronounce it, foaming face wash. And it is so nice. It really cleans your skin thoroughly, but it doesn't strip out any of the moisture that you may have, any kind of that natural oils that you may have already in your skin. It's for normal to oily skin, so it really suits me well. And then another good honorable mention, if you're just looking for a great everyday face wash, this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. This stuff is fantastic, just like the Calendula one, because it just, like, there's nothing harsh about it. You don't have to have super oily or super dry skin to use it. It suits everybody. It's just great across the board. So that's why I really love those two. Now, as far as exfoliants go, I try to use an exfoliator every other day. My skin is naturally very rough. I have a lot of clogged pores, a lot of like closed comedones around my chin area. It's really bad, so I try and use an exfoliant just because also I don't have sensitive skin, so it doesn't bother me. I've got the Kiehl's Papaya Pineapple Scrub. It's really nice. It leaves your skin feeling beautiful and soft and just luxurious. And then the other one is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate right here. Well, I guess I should. There we go. And this stuff is kind of on the pricier side. That's why I only have a smaller tube. It is the bougiest exfoliator that I've ever used on my face. I don't use it very often, maybe like once a week or so. It looks like poop. It's green and it smells kind of weird, but it works really well. Alright, so I think that is it as far as the daily washes and stuff goes. As far as masks go, I really love doing masks whenever I have the time. Just because I really give my skin a good pick-me-up, which is what I need. The first one, and please don't mind this wonderful sticker that they put on top of the label, but it is the turmeric cranberry. God, that sticker is so bad, I'm so sorry. But it is a radiance mask. If you can kind of see the texture of it, it's very creamy. It has little like beads in it. I guess those are the cranberry seeds, and the yellowish orangish tonus from the turmeric. So that is definitely one of my absolute favorite masks. It makes my skin so smooth. I can put it on before I'm going on a night out. I can put it on before I do my makeup and stuff like that, just to really smooth out my skin, and it makes my makeup go on so nicely. The other one, and this has been very well loved by me, is the Kiehl's Rare Earth Pore Cleansing Clay Mask. It is definitely for people with oily skin. I wouldn't recommend it for people with super sensitive dry skin, but it does help draw out all the impurities and imperfections maybe. Anyways, it really smooths out your skin, and it's great if you've just had a really crap week. That's something really good. I would definitely follow up with a moisturizer if you use that. That leads us to our next Kiehl's mask. This one is the cilantro and orange extract pollutant defending mask. And this stuff, it smells so lovely. It is very creamy, and what you're supposed to do, I believe the directions call for apply a visible layer to the clean skin, leave on for 5 minutes and tissue off, pat in excess, allow to work overnight. So it's kind of an overnight mask. What you're supposed to do is kind of put it on and then pat it off with the tissue, and then like kind of pat it into your skin. I just leave it on all night. I don't pat anything away. And then you wake up the next morning and your skin is just very soft and hydrated, and it smells great. So that's always a bonus in my book. Alright, so the next mask that is actually very, very cheap in my opinion, it's another hydrating mask, and it's this Neutrogena right here, the Hydro Boost, whatever. It's a sheet mask, and it is $3, which is insane, and you can get it from any drugstore, obviously, Wally World and whatnot. And I've already used it today, that's why it looks like it's been opened, because it has. And it's like 2 parts to it. So you take it out and you put, and it's almost like a jelly is kind of the best way to describe it. That's kind of the texture of it. And so you put half of it on up top, half of it on at the bottom, and you leave it. And I think you're only supposed to leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. I leave it on until it's dry. I want my skin to get every little bit of that $3 that I just spent. It definitely feels great. It is so like cool, and it just really soothes the skin, but it also gives you like an instant hydration. Alright, so from there, that kind of brings me into the miscellaneous category. The Kiehl's Calendula Toner, that's in the same line as the face wash that I showed just a couple minutes ago. It is a very lovely toner. You can see the little leaf petal bits in the bottom. Let me just say that I'm not a skincare expert. I don't have a license or a degree or anything. I don't know when you're supposed to use a toner. I don't exactly know what its purpose is. However, I use mine after I wash my face, especially if I've worn makeup, because it takes every little bit of makeup off that I've missed, especially around my hairline, around like the kind of little nooks and crannies of the face. Excuse you! Alright, so I want to talk about these 2 products in particular. And let me start by saying, like I said earlier in the video, I have terrible skin. I had acne my whole teenage life. I still struggle with it, but it's just, it's been a rough life for Katie's skin. I have been on a lot of medicine that the dermatologist has prescribed to me. I've tried every kind of face wash. I've tried everything. Finally, maybe just growing up had something to do with it, but they put me on spironolactone, which really helped keep my oily skin at bay, and it helped clear up 99% of my acne. That does, you know, help, but there's still an issue with just general like bumpy skin from here, kind of these little areas right here on the sides of my jaw. I don't know why I have it. I don't know why I'm unable to get rid of it. And it's one of those things where you can't like pop them, because if you pop them, they turn into like full-size acne pustules. And it's gross. I tried everything I could. I tried using more exfoliators. I tried getting facials. I tried doing everything to try and get rid of these stupid bumps because it looks terrible. I read across a couple of forums like through Google, and everyone said, oh, use the Paula's Choice, you know, BHA and AHAs and stuff like that. It really helps retexturize your skin. And I always thought that stuff like that was meant for, you know, older people, like with wrinkles and things like that. But it turns out it is also very helpful for people that just have a bad skin texture and little clogged pores and things like that they can't seem to get rid of. I got their website is great, but they have like 95 different lines of products, and it's just really confusing to know which one works for you. So what I did is I started out with this right here, and it is the Paula's Choice 10% AHA Advanced Smoothing Treatment. Comes in like this little dropper, and it's kind of like a milky substance, I guess you would call it. And so you just kind of rub it into the areas that you need it. I found that it left my skin rather dry. I switched to the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 8% AHA lotion. And I've tried BHAs before in the past, and I'll be honest, I don't know what the differences are, technically speaking. Between using the two of these together, it has really, really helped just the overall texture of my skin. My skin, I'll use these at night and I'll sleep in them, and I'll wake up in the morning and my skin is so smooth, like baby smooth. It has helped clear up a lot of the bumpy patches. And they also always have some kind of sale going on. They always have coupons. So it's very affordable compared to a lot of the other stuff that have the BHAs and AHAs and the glycolic acid and whatnot. The whole Drunk Elephant skincare line is really expensive. I've never tried anything from them before just because I ain't got the money for it. So it might be fantastic. It might be way better than this. I don't know. I probably won't ever know unless it's a gift. But I would definitely try something from the Paula's Choice skincare line because I am slowly adding more things to my collection from them, and it is just really good, really affordable. Yes. So, that is my spiel about my acne and skin troubles. I also use the Kiehl's Iris Extract Essence. It's meant for everybody of all skin types, and you take a couple drops, but you put it in your hands, rub it together, and press it into your skin. I use it at night. I use it in the morning. I use it before I put my makeup on. I use it if I'm not wearing makeup. And it really helps, again, with the texture of your skin and just the overall look and brightness of it. And let me tell you one thing. This little guy right here, I got it July of last year, and look, that's how much I used. I still have this much. Like, it's probably gonna expire before I can use all of it, because you just take literally the teeny tiniest couple drops and that's all you need. So it definitely goes a long way. Another really good product that I discovered probably a year ago that has really helped with my acne whenever I do get a flare-up is this little guy right here, okay? So this is the Kate Somerville Eradicate stuff. And you take a little, like a Q-tip, and you dip it in here. I don't know if you can tell, but basically there's like a watery substance up top, and then there's a bunch of pink stuff here in the bottom, and that is the medicine. So you dip it in there and you put it on your little bumps, and you go to sleep and you wake up and they're gone. It's the best stuff I've ever used. I've used all kinds of spot creams and everything on the market that you can think of. This stuff is the best by far. Alright, so lastly but not leastly, that moves us into hydration. And being an oily gal, I used to stray so far away from oils, lotions. I used to not use anything, and it was terrible. Your skin needs oils, it needs hydration. So I got a big bottle of the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer, and it's the same thing as a cleanser. It is great for everybody. It is the best, just general, across the board moisturizer ever. It's not greasy. It's just the way lotion is supposed to be. For the longest time, my foundation did not look good on my skin. It would either start to like flake during the day, or it would get patchy, or as soon as I start to put my foundation on, my skin would flake off. Ugh, that's nasty. But I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not a dry person. Like, I don't have dry skin. But everything that I was doing, trying to make it dry and get rid of the natural oils that I had, was making it dry. So I needed to start reevaluating my skincare and treat myself like a dry person. Another thing that I have really enjoyed using is the Mario Badescu Rose Facial Spray. I put it on top of all of my other lotion that I apply before I put my foundation and makeup on, and it is just really good to use if you're not wearing makeup as a little pick-me-up throughout the day, especially during the winter and cold. Unless you're in Alabama, then it's never cold, so it's fine. So this leads me to my final skincare, and I have wanted this for so long. I finally got it at Christmas, and I've used it every single day since then, and I absolutely love it. It's the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream by Sol de Janeiro. I don't know, but it's Bum Bum Cream. Look, y'all, it is the most wonderful lotion. It's not even like a lotion, because that is offensive to the Bum Bum Cream. It smells like your most wonderful Caribbean vacation. It feels so good on your skin. It makes your skin so smooth. Alright, you guys, well, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful in some way, shape, or form, or at least kind of entertaining to watch. But I absolutely love skincare. And all these products that I showed you are, I would say, like mid-range as far as price goes. They're not like really high-end, but they're also not drugstore brands. Your skin is going to be with you for the rest of your life. You want to make sure that you treat it well, because if you treat it well, in theory, it'll thank you. I will gladly spend more money on skincare and makeup brushes than I would on makeup, because having a really good canvas and really good tools makes just a world of difference. You have no clue. So I would really encourage you to find a good skincare line that works for you. Find some really good products, save up your money, and invest in something good, because it's going to be worth it, I promise. And with that, I will bid you a goodbye, and I will see you guys in my next video.